Hi, everybody. I'm waiting for the show to start. Welcome to the show. Should start. Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura. Hi, Patrick. Glad to have you here. I just see Patrick on Facebook. This is actually a radio show that I simultaneously put on Facebook. But to get a reading, you really have to call into the show. So I just want to say that right out. And as well, if anyone's listening to this and they want to hear the callers to the show, they have to go to Blog Talk Radio / Blog Talk Radio, BLOGTALK, radio, radio.com / spirit hyphen medium hyphen Laura. And that link, I think, is in what I put here as the post on Facebook. But if not, thank you, everybody. Oh, you can see it. Maybe that means he can see it. Oh, Tara Rowe. Okay. So basically, if you go to the website for the show, everything I'm about to say is there. That's the only thing you really need to remember. SpiritMediumTV.com. SpiritMediumTV.com. There you'll find the phone number to call into the radio show if you need to get a reading. There you'll find a link to the radio show on Blog Talk Radio if you would like to listen to it there. And also, I'm going to say the phone number now, and hopefully you can see it in the post on Facebook, because I do get a lot of people asking me, how do I get a reading? And I don't know what you see when I'm doing the show, because I'm busy doing the show. But you do need to call into a phone number, and that phone number is area code 347-945-5849. And then you'll go into the queue for the radio show. I already have several people waiting. Unlikely I can get to everyone today. If you do have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate 8 and jump the gate. That can be done again at the website for the show, which is spiritmediumtv.com. So I want to thank everybody for being here. I appreciate that. I think we have 2 people, Tara and I don't know the name of the other person. We already have 2 comments. I'm trying to see them now, and for some reason or other, I'm unable to see them. Last week I could see them. I know I'm doing something wrong. By the way, I'm supposed to be good with technology, but what I'm doing earlier is Tara Rowe and Patrick. I just can't see your comments. In any event, everybody listening on Blog Talk or otherwise on Facebook, the key to all of this craziness is the website for the show, spiritmediumtv.com. There you can make your donation, jump to the top of the queue. There you can get the phone number to call in, take your chances of me getting to talk to you. There you can learn about the free for me, which gives you a third more time free in your private session with me if you use the event code radio show when you're booking your private appointment. I do private appointments. If you're shy to be on the radio show or you want more time, I do private appointments, and you can get those booked at booklaura.com. Again, everything is written, nothing to remember. Everything is at spiritmediumtv.com. So tonight I have a focus subject. Before I get into that, I just want to show you my earrings. I finally got my awesome dragonfly earrings. If you've been listening to the show, you might have heard me talk about them in the past. I'm so excited about my earrings. To me, they are so perfect for people who are into metaphysical things. They have a lot of meaning. In particular, they can be a sign that your loved one is talking to you from the other side. But just as a very simple thing, they're pretty, they're very pretty. And if you are metaphysical and you wear them, you might feel that you're sort of wearing something that honors yourself, if you will. If you're interested in purchasing them, I do have a couple to purchase, and that would be at spiritmediumtv.com. You'll see on the sidebar a picture of the earrings, and then you just click on it, you go, and you can make your purchase. I only have a few, But I was just so excited about them. I had to buy a couple extras just so I could share it with other people. I don't know why I'm crazy. Oh, I do know why. I saw a lady when I was out dancing, and she was wearing these dragonfly earrings. And I said, whoa, I don't know, it just resonated with me. So if you like the idea, you can get a pair too at spiritmediumtv.com. Okay, so we got that done. I had written down what I needed to talk to you about. Sometimes I forget. I said that. Okay, good. So we're going to go into the little focus subject. Now, every week I have a focus subject, which will help hopefully give you insight, maybe heal you in some way, or maybe help you evolve to happiness. Healing to happiness is what this show and the work I do, it's what everything I do is about. So basically, during a mediumship session last week, I brought in a man who was in spirit, who, by the way, didn't believe in the other side, didn't believe that he was going to transition. Uh, Actually, last week I had two of them like that. It's kind of interesting. Oh, is that Tina Marie? That looks like Tina Marie. Oh no, that's Christina. Yeah, Christina. Hi. So Tuesday I brought in a woman from the other side. It was during a research mediumship session. I do research mediumship besides working one-on-one with clients. I work with a nonprofit that is getting involved with some very structured and serious afterlife research projects. And I'm part of that. It's very exciting. And even some highly visible people in the field as well. In any event, during the research mediumship event, one of the souls that came through for a sitter said she didn't believe in the other side as well. And here they are talking to me, two different souls from spirit saying, yeah, I didn't believe anything. I didn't believe anything was going to happen. I just thought I was going to be done. And those are the worst transitions because those, when you don't have any belief, and I don't blame them. I mean, let's face it, what do you, I mean, are we running around seeing, the spirit world? Do we have evidence of that? I mean, everything's so equivocal. Everything is right. And there's some people on Facebook who talking about, I mean, how do we really know? Right? I mean, even me, who I'm talking to the other side on a regular basis, it's only until recently, like the last couple of years, that the sessions are so unbelievable, so spooky. I'll say it like that, spooky, that I know something's going on. So in any event, I brought in this soul. It was for a sitter, female. It was her ex-husband who came in. He didn't believe that there was another side or anything, but there he was. And he started, after he gave me the normal kind of evidence that we really want to get when we're in a mediumship session, which is what did the person look like? Where did they pass from? What's their name? How are they related to the sitter? Things like that. He didn't give me every of those things. He gave me certainly a lot of things, and it was enough for the sitter, my client, to affirm that I had who she thought he was. She knew it was him. Anyway, after we make that validated presence, or we validate his presence, then he starts to go into this whole concept, which is kind of interesting. How many of you think that to evolve, you need to reincarnate? Like that sort of, I guess, Eastern religion belief of we get karma and then we go to spirit and we come back. And each time we come back, we're here to improve ourselves or we're here to move forward. No answers. I don't see anybody on Facebook doing anything. Okay. Well, I kind of was thinking that myself. And I think that is sort of a consensus, is that we have to come back to reincarnate, because to perfect ourselves would take no other effort but reincarnate. We have to incarnate to perfect ourselves. It's also related to the Judeo-Christian tradition of suffering and sin and all this. We need to perfect ourselves constantly. Anyway, he says, well, I'm not coming back to Earth anymore. He says, I'm going to be hanging out here in this Summerland space, which he likened to a clearing area similar to Earth. where he said he's reviewing his past life, he's clearing out some things, and his plan is to go on up into another sphere where it's not very Earth-like at all, and that he doesn't need to incarnate again to evolve into a higher space. So he'll go right to that higher space. So hot diggity dog, maybe that is true. I put a whole article about it on my Spirit Medium Laura Facebook page. I also put it on some other pages, my own personal page and so on. And the gentleman who runs the research, who's extremely educated in this area, was saying, yeah, that is, according to his understanding, very true. And he told me I should transcribe the material. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm too busy partying, everybody. Oh, the medium parties. Medium has some fun. Yeah, I have fun. Can't always be so serious, right? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a prayer, meditation prayer, and then we're going to do an energy connection, and I'm going to come to the phone lines where more excitement lies for us. So I'm going to now shut down. I'm not going to see myself anymore on Facebook. I'm not going to see any comments on Facebook. I love you all. If you're on Facebook, you want to get in the reading queue, call the number, which I will say again, which is 347 area code 945-5849. If you want to jump to the top of the queue, you can make a donation. I would not recommend doing it any further in time than now. And you can make the 8 no wait donation if you have an urgent matter, you just can't wait. Donate 8 and jump the gate. And that can be done at, you guessed it, spiritmediumtv.com. And it's an $8 donation that goes in part to help animals, which is one of my very most favorite charities. Seems to give a lot to charity these days. Okay. So everybody listening, if you would please sit back in your respective locations and start to breathe from your abdomen, breathing in gently through your abdomen. And exhaling, allowing yourself to fill with white light, thinking about yourself, asking Spirit for what you need today. If it's a question you have about your life, focus on that. If it's an other side connection, call in your loved one or loved ones, being open to who does show up. While you do that, I'm going to invoke the Master Prayer. I'll be back in a second. Now, on your next exhale of breath, please release into your space your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, so I'm going to do one thing before I open the phone lines. I just want to double check, make sure no donations have been made so that I don't ignore them. Sometimes I find out after the show that somebody made a donation. Okay, we're going to Pamela first, who called in first earlier. Hey, Pamela. Hi, sweetie. Now, you had said you were open to messages or another side connection, I think. And I had said, and I did feel an other side connection, which I think has a personal message for you. So let me just connect. Yeah, let's see, Pamela. Your area code 269. Would you have a mother in spirit, please? Because I kind of feel mother. Okay, so I'm going to continue very, very clearly, hopefully very clearly. I see brownish hair, but it has white in it. It's sort of soft and wavy on the shorter to medium length side. Would you understand Mom's hair had salt and pepper, mostly white around the face. It was wavy and layered and not very long. Okay. And I'm going to be asking you for this for a reason. So be as audible as possible. Say it as loud. Okay? Because what I'm doing is I'm creating compositive validated evidence, and then we go to personal message. I see her wearing a kind of like It's a loose fitted dress. The top and the bottom are the same pattern. It's a white floral dress. Has little flowers on it. It's white. I don't know if she ever wore exactly that, but I do see her in that with a sweater. She sort of has the little sleeve of the sweater up a little bit in this particular image. She does look like she's carrying a bit of extra weight on her. Would you have remembered mom like that, please? Would you understand that, please? Okay. She says she's highly calm. Her personality has always been a very calm person and a methodical thinker. Would you recognize that from mother, please? Okay. She also shows me she has under her, as far as offspring goes, at least one boy, meaning that you either have a sibling that's male, or she could have a grandchild that's male. It may not be your own. So down the family line is a male besides you, I'm seeing. Doesn't mean there's no one else. I just see that. Would you understand that, please? Okay. She says also that she's a very forward thinker like you are. You like to plan, you think about the future. But she also means something more than that. You are, she says, a calm thinker. She says you do think about the past a lot, but you are a progressive thinker. Like they would call this sort of a futurist, but not in a real weird way, or thinking about robots and androids, but just progressive in your thinking. She says you're very progressive in your thinking. You have a calm mind similar to hers. Your outlook is always positive. She says you're a giver, not a taker. And she says, I love you very much. Take care of that child I left with you. I love him very much. Now, that might mean you have a son, or I don't know, but there's a child there she's left behind that she loves very much. If she wants to be a little more specific, she will. I'll leave that open for you right now. Mom, I just want to get a little more evidence from you before we go into this personal message. If you would allow us, please. It was difficult for me to transition, she says. It was not an easy passing. She says it took a while before I transitioned. There was a health issue that I had that was very difficult for me to deal with and everyone around me to deal with. It took several months before I actually transitioned from knowing I was ill to the actual event. Now, would that make sense, honey? Can you validate that, please, Pamela? She wants you to know that she's safe. She did, come through the veil, and she's on the other side now, and she's very happy, very safe. She says, you're a calm thinker like she is. She says, keep up the good work of taking care of the home and the family the way I would have if I were still on earth. She says, you're very disciplined. You have a lot of energy. You are a calm thinker, and you're highly capable individual. You're thinking about something now in the home. She says the word move or some kind of change in the home. She says move. Are you thinking of a move, please, Pamela? All right, that's fine. All right. Well, she'll go into that, but what I want to know is what was your question? You said you had a question. We have mom here ready to give you, she's chomping at the bit, to give you advice. So I'll give you a chance to ask your question. Okay. So mommy, you want to give her an idea about that? Or maybe there's somebody else there who would. She said, I don't care what you do. She says, you do whatever you want to do with your work and all that. She says, your health is good. I love you very much. She says she's going to step aside for a moment to bring in someone else who would help you with that. And that would be more like an angelic being, like your guide, your spirit guide, your angelic being. All right, Mom, we'll just step aside, please. What should she do? Will she get work that she likes? I'm going to make up a question. You're going to get exactly the job you're looking for. You don't really need to look much further. It's just around the corner and it's sitting there waiting for you. I'm trying to interpret what they're showing me. Give me a moment, Pamela. You have a lot of energy. You can't work at home anymore. You can't be at home anymore. You really need to get out of the house more, and you need to get employment. You will find that this will be the panacea that you've been looking for. The thing you need to get back your health, so I have to say, sweetie, Pamela, that if you're not using your energy, it sort of backfires on you. You need to be constructively employed, so to speak, and you have more, right? You have more energy in you than you're actually using. So it's a good idea to get a job. It's a good idea to get work, and you will find something exactly to your liking. And you don't need to worry too much. It's really coming in very easily and very quickly. It's not going to be too far from your home. The pay will be fine. The most important thing is to take employment for now until you find something better for you, more better suited for you in the long term. Short term is just to get something. That's what they're saying. Short term, get something, and then think about the future and what more you want. Getting out of the home is the important thing. Now, the way they're saying this, I need you to confirm this, is if you've been home a lot. Is that true? That you've been home a lot? Is that true? It's driving you, yeah, it's driving you crazy. You need to get out of the house. You've got all this energy, all this stuff going for you. Well, I see you working in something like banking or a corporate environment, and that you will find employment very shortly. It may not be the exact right position for you, but it's a start. It's a head start. And just go ahead and take that and continue looking for something that will allow you to move up the ladder a lot faster. Feel something coming in after you take employment here, which is going to come very shortly. And that other job will have more executive acumen required in it, which you have a lot of. You're sort of an executive type. Okay, my dear, I hope that makes sense. Oh, perfect. Okay, well, there'll be something better coming for you. It'll be more of a management kind of executive management kind of job, which a higher level, I think, than what you're doing now, or unless your temp job is doing that, I doubt it though. And that would be more to your liking. And employment is good for you to get you out of the house. And your mother's going, woo, I'm glad she got out of the house. You were driving everybody else crazy too. Not only were you going crazy. All right, sweetie. Dusting and sweeping, everything you were doing. Thank you, sweetie. I'm going to let you go. Thank you. Thanks, honey. Thank you too. Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm going to hold off on taking you, Amy, again. If you stay to the end, maybe in the phone lines finish or whatever. I don't know if they will, though, tonight. It seems pretty busy. I don't see any donations, which is fine. Oh, there is one. Okay. After this, please do not make a donation. I think this is the person who made one last week. There was somebody who made a donation last week. Okay, and I don't know if I can, Louisa Mitchell, I don't know if I can find that kind of a phone number. Let me see something here. Let me see if I could find, she's calling in everybody from Australia. And I'm trying to see. Oh, maybe this wasn't a donation. Maybe this is a regular reading. No, it's a donation. Louisa, I can't find that phone number on the switchboard. I don't know how. Maybe you called in this via Skype, but I don't see you there. Skype would show up as all ones on my end. Oh, wait, let me try this one other thing, love. Just not to worry. Let me just see something here. I'm going to look at it a different way. Sorry to keep everybody waiting. Please be patient. Yeah, but I don't know what to do with this, Louisa. I can't find you on the switchboard. So if you did not call in yet, you can call in, but don't use the phone number. Use Skype, and I'll be looking for you on Skype. I hope you're hearing me. If not, I don't have time to call you after the show because I have a reading after the show, a private client. So I would refund your money then. It seems you have a long question. It's a beautiful question. I wish I could get to you. So please try to call in with Skype because I'm not seeing the international calling number. I'm not seeing it at all. Let me just try one other thing. What I'm doing is I'm trying to see your phone number after all the international dialing numbers. I don't see it. Okay, I'm moving now to caller 3, and Amy, who's caller 2, very nicely sacrificed her place, stating that if I have time later, she'll, then she'll take my, she'll allow me to talk with her. I'm going to go to Nathaniel now. Hey, Nathaniel. I'm doing great, sweetie. How are you? I know that you're ill. Everybody, Nathaniel has cancer, but he's not feeling that bad. He's feeling very good. And we were chatting a little bit earlier about all the modalities he's deeply steeped in. So did you have a specific question to ask? All right. All right. Let's see. Now, your piano teacher was your mother, right? Okay. Yeah, and so the piano I also see the long red hair or reddish or burnish kind of hair. And I think we've already validated her that way. Would you agree with that for mother, please? Okay. She also shows me she has light blue eyes. Would you have remembered that, please? Can you remember that, please? Okay, I see light eyes, and I'm just going to walk it back a little bit, but I see blue, so I'm going to go with, I don't know who this is, then we'll just leave it. If it's not your mother, or maybe it's somebody else. But we need to get a few more things to identify who this is. She shows me herself as coughing and wheezing a lot, and that she would have had lung problems towards the end of her life. Do you understand or remember that, please? For mom? Correct? Okay, good. So, okay. Bingo, bingo, bingo. All right, so we'll make so we'll just eyes and they're not blue, they're green. That's just one thing wrong. I also get a name around the situation. May not be her name, but I hear a name of Carol or Carolyn. Do you know anyone with that name? Living or spirit? All right. You have who named Carol? You have a yoga teacher. Okay, well, that's important. Well, that's important. You know why? Because you told me that you're doing yoga now, even though you may not do it with that teacher. So we'll take the name. Maybe it's a clue. I don't know. Okay. Everything she tried to do with her health did not work before she transitioned. She says she did fuss a lot with different methods and remedies to clear her symptoms, like coughing and all that. Nothing had worked. She said, so you would agree with that, correct? All right. She says you're different than she is because you're taking care of your health differently than she did. So she's saying to you, continue what you're doing, all the different modalities that you're bringing in, see if one will work versus the other. She says, but you are really taking care of your health. She says she's very proud of you now. You're very brave. You're doing everything you can possibly do. You're taking a very methodical kind of engineering approach, if you will, eliminating things and adding things in. And she says this should help your health in the long run. Now, I'm not going to allow her to make a prediction, okay, because I don't want to put you in that situation, Nathaniel. I just want you to get that message that she's very proud of you. that you're different than she is, and that even though what she did do to try to clear the coughing or whatever it was she didn't stop the smoking, as you said, but she did do other things. Even though what she did didn't work, she says, you're doing a lot different than she. So don't base yourself on her. She's saying all this to give you courage. She says she loves you very much. She also says something about practicing your piano in the home a lot. You're not doing that anymore. She feels badly about that. She wishes you would play the piano more. And she's almost scolding you, although she seems very kind and gentle. You know, she's almost scolding you, saying, I spend so much time with you on the piano, and you rarely, you rarely visit. That's all she's talking about. Because she's fixated on the piano. No, you're not saying anything else. She's saying you're not playing the piano. And I tried to teach her the piano. Not to worry, it's just her talking. It's evidence. It's evidence. So it's all correct, and it helps you believe in her message, which is you're taking better care of yourself than she is. So we all have hope for you here in Spirit Realm. Okay? So hope that brings you some comfort. Okay, Nathaniel? Thank you, sweetheart. God bless. Bye-bye. You know, it's funny because last week I called out Nathaniel's name during the show, and I said, I wish that show again. Somehow Louisa Mitchell is getting me on Skype. Louisa? Louisa? Who is this? Wait a second here. I don't know who this is, but I've got to hang up on you because you didn't call into the show using Skype. You called Laura using. I'm sorry, love. I'm putting. I think you have to go to Blog Talk Radio, Spirit Medium Laura, and then you have to find the radio show for tonight. And I believe there would be something there that would show. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to apologize. That's all right. Okay, hopefully we get you the other way. Okay. Thank you, honey. Bye. Now, I hope I'm still on the show because that might, can people still hear me? I'm going to go over to Facebook and see if somebody can tell me if they're still hearing me. Show me somehow if you're still, just give me your, I can't get the comments here. Somebody give me a heads up, like with a little, there. Okay, you can hear me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Whew. All right, we got Nathaniel done, and hopefully we get our friend Louisa in from Skype via the show. I thought she might have knocked me off, but new information about Skype. I can get another caller, like call waiting. Okay, so we're going to go to Dion. Hello, Dion. How are you? Dion? Hello? Hello, Dion. Oh, maybe she stepped away. I'm putting you back in the queue, Dion. I'm going to Amla. Hello, Amla. How are you? Oh, I get it. Somehow or other, everybody, I am not connected anymore, which means I'm going to have to do something. You can hear me on Facebook, but you cannot hear me. That call that came in knocked me off. I don't know what to do. Let me just see something here on Skype. See if there's anything I can do to go back to the show. There we are. All right, let's see if I can be heard at this point. Amla, can you hear me? Dion, can you hear me? Dion, can you hear me? Oh, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do when this happens. I don't want to end the episode. Don't know what to do. Let me go back to Skype and see what I can do. Maybe I can recall in again. All right, so let's see. I'm calling the show again. Not working. Trying to call into the show again. It looks like it's going to work. But give it a time. Give it a moment, please. I have to call in again on Skype. Bear with me. I'm trying to do so. Best laid plans, right, everybody? Of men can get through. Notice how I don't get excited. Oh, okay, let's see what happens. Now everything is cleared. Hey boy. Now I've lost everybody's name except for Nathaniel. Let me see what this is. Okay, is this, hello? Hello? Cindy, hi. Was I supposed to be, did I just try to open your line? Everything got all changed now. So I don't know if I wasn't. Okay, so the reason I was mute is the reason I was mute is because Skype, we had a little issue with Skype. I don't know if you noticed that before. But anyway, I'm back here. I don't know, everybody listening and the woman I was speaking with, I apologize. But my coming back into the show erased everybody's name and the order in which you called. So I'm going to just do the best I can with what I've got here. I've got you, Cindy, and I don't remember what we were supposed to do together. Are we doing other side? Or are we working on your life? Okay, go ahead and give me your question and don't give me background, okay? Oh, yeah, you should be moving very shortly. I'm looking for how to do it. There will be funding for the move as you're anticipating. You don't need to wait much longer. It feels as if there's monies waiting in the offing for you or some kind of a settlement from something you were hoping to get. Can you please confirm that before I move forward? Cindy. Okay. Well, that's the money then. It'll come from that. And that this will come through for you, and then you'll get going with your career and your home life, and everything will be the way that you're organizing it to be or that you're anticipating it to be. As for the horses going along with you, feels like it's going to be a different city, or let me just see, different city. No. No, I don't get, no, I don't see you moving to a different city. Is that correct, Cindy? Yeah, yeah, of course. I just, yeah, right, right. I didn't get into that yet. I'm just trying to ascertain because Spirit told me you will not be moving to another city, at least not right now. Okay, I'm just letting you know that I'm validating that for you. But another city will happen over time, and it will be much more to your liking. to be in the other city in the long term. And I'm not answering your horse question yet, but bear with me. I will get to that. What I do see eventually is you moving to a place where there's more horses and it's higher elevation. In other words, there are more people with horses there, and it is a higher elevation, like more mountains or whatever, and that you would be getting eventually to this place. Now, so as for, I don't know where you want to go, but that's what I'm seeing. Now, as for the horses going with you, well, you're going to have to go somewhere, right? I see you boarding them at a place that will be near where you'll be living. So you're going to get another place, right? And they will be in like a public boarding facility for a period of time. And this is needed. I mean, until you can get everything together the way you like it, so you can get more money and everything. But you will be seeing your horses. You will be around them. I see you stroking them, grooming them, being with them, and going out on them. So everything is going to be okay. Not to worry. Just a little bit of transition time for you. Okay. Does that make sense to you? Do you understand that, please? Yeah. Well, yes. Well, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I just said. Boarding. You're going to not for long term. Oh, yeah. Well, I feel you are going to get a boarding place to board them, but I feel that it's more going to come through a friend. So you probably know other people that have horses. There might be one that actually has a couple of extra spaces in her facility. So I would look to my friends now. Everybody that acquaintances and friends, everybody you know, and you will find a place for them very shortly. You don't need to worry. Within the next week or so, next week to 2 weeks, you will find a boarding facility to them. Okay, so not to worry, but if, yeah, and it's going to be through a friend. No, yeah, I feel that by next Monday, you're either starting or you're going to know when you're going to start. So it's not going to be indefinite in this limbo. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, honey. Thank you so much. Yeah, apologize, everybody. I apologize, but I don't know where Amla went and the other person went. And oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry, everyone. But we have a lot of people waiting. All right. So I'm going to 929 area code. Hi there. And your name is? I'm good. Who's this? Who are you? Okay, Terry, pleased to have you here. And what can Spirit do for you this evening? Oh, well, thank you, sweetie. The other side of the world. All right. No, no, that's fine. No, 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 honey. Whatever it is that you want. Now, I see a woman who's got hair on the shorter side. Looks like she might wear a wig. At least the picture she's giving me of herself. I don't know if it's the other side or who this is right now. Would you know? Would you know anyone who would be in spirit? It's a female who would have worn a wig. It's on the shorter side of the wig and it's kind of like a Sassoon cut. You do know. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, now I'm good. Well, now that's the end of your mediumship session because you gave us all the evidence. No, I'm only teasing you. But limit your answers to yes or no so you don't reveal too much to the medium. Okay? Then you get the best results. Okay. So I see a chocolate. Yeah, that's how it works. So see, I see a chocolate brown color. Okay, chocolate brown color to the wig. It's kind of like a Sassoon where it's longer. It's got these little long things coming around the face, but a little bit shorter in the back, if you will. And that it's very flattering. She says on her face, I love that wig very much. It gave her a lot of confidence. And she says you took care of her very nicely around that time in her life. She says you gave her everything that you could give her to help her take care of herself. I also see that another distinguishing feature is that her eyes are sort of bulging, or she's got those kind of bulging eyes. Do you remember that about her, please? All right. Well, that's how you're recognizing. I'm seeing it like they remind me of those eyes that just they have like a very developed they call that brow, not the eyebrow, but under the brow line, there's developed and there's not a lot of lid showing. That's what I mean. It's just a lot, a lot of that surface. She's a very kind person. She says she's filled with substance. She's a person of substance and a person who's kind and loves you very much. She says the family to her just like it does to you. She says we're all very special people in the family that we share. She says something about a little dog. I think you might have lost a dog recently or within the last year. Have you lost a dog, please? Okay, there's some. All right. Well, what she says it as the dog you gave her. So this is what that means. It means that there's a dog in spirit that was your dog that now she's taking care of. So she's liking the dog very much. Okay, so she's around the dog. And as for getting one, I'm not on that subject yet. She's just showing me she has a dog in spirit that was your dog. Um, she says she's very clean around the house, like you are. You're very clean around the house, like take care of everything. You're always moving things around, scrubbing and taking care of things. You're very meticulous. You take after her in that respect. Would you understand that, please, about being clean? And that you're very much like her. She said Okay. She said that you helped her out monetarily at one point in her life. Now, I know you bought her the wig, but you might have also given her other resources to help her along. Uh, and did you ever give her any money, honey? That's what she's saying. Another aunt? All right. All right. Well, I'm still on this aunt. I'm still on this aunt. So I will generalize that more to mean the substance of what just being supportive. Really? Oh, oh God. All right. Okay. Well, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. All right. She did give her money, everybody. Now, the other part of this is another piece of evidence is she's showing me that when she was hobbling around all the time with a cane. Now, did this aunt have trouble walking towards the end of her life? Did she have any problems in that area? All right. All right. Now, she's going to go to personal message for you. There's Do you have a son? It looks like there's a male in the family that's around you. You have a brother, a nephew. Okay. He's obviously younger than you. She says, look after him for me. She says, look after him for me. She's asking you to look after that boy for her. She loves him very much. You're the one to do it more than anyone else because you pay attention to people. You give your heart to people. She says she says he needs you more than any she needs he needs you more now than ever before because he feels left alone a lot. He feels left alone a lot. Now, if you're cooking or cleaning in the kitchen, I need to ask you stop doing that because I gotta focus. I'm hearing all this stuff. That's okay. Because it actually is distracting to me and the audience, and I can't focus. But she's saying, um, that's all right, love. Take care of him for me, that little boy. He needs you more than ever before. He's been left alone a lot. Home or his parents are not paying as much attention to him as they used to. And there's some disturbance in his household, like as if the parents are not getting along or there's an upheaval there, and that you as his aunt could be instrumental in providing him a little sense of stability. So I don't know if you know anything going on in his his home or what's going on there. I think it's with your sister. Is that correct? Your sister's son? There's a lot of instability in her home right now, is what your aunt is saying. She does the best she can. She cries a lot and she's distracted a lot. She has a lot of problems right now. Okay, all right, we understand that. So the boy, she's saying take care of the boy for her. He needs a lot of love. All right, thank you so much, Terry. Thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, I'm going to put Terry back in the queue. I'm going to see if an international caller ever came in. I apologize, Louisa from Australia. Uh, there should be a way to call into the show from any country around the world, everyone listening, because I do have them in the queue at times. And the way it appears to me is all ones, one, one, one. I even have people from India call me. So it's can be done. And I will refund the donation, Louisa. I apologize for that. Okay, going now to 630. Hello, 630. Hi, and your name is? Your name, please? Yeah, I'm so glad I got you, Dion. I felt so badly. I lost you, and I know Amla's out there also. So, Dion, what can spirit do? I don't have it written down anymore. All that was cleaned away. What am I supposed to be doing with you tonight? Life question or other side connect? Okay. In a house versus an apartment, I guess is what you mean. Right? Is that what you mean, love? Yeah. Because a home could mean going into an assisted living facility or a mental home, but you mean a house for yourself and your family. All right, let's see. Well, you've been very good with your money, Spirit is saying. You've been paying a lot of attention to how much you're outlaying economically. You're very good at budgeting things. I do see that it looks like you have a daughter. Do you have a daughter, please? Well, then maybe that's okay. I see. Well, that's fine, but maybe it's you that I see. But I see a female. Okay, in front of you, very pretty. Skin's very nice and tight. She's got these like these waves in her hair, and she's got a brown complexion. She's got big bright eyes, and she's standing behind a big kitchen, like behind the counter of that. Do you recognize that for anyone you know, please, Dion? Looks like a younger person. All right, well, let's just let that step aside. I don't know who that is. Could have to do with the next caller, actually. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, so I do see a big home there. And I feel that you have expenses, like as if you have a child, but you do have two Yorkies, which does require money. And you don't have a son either. You just have your Yorkies, correct? Okay, that's fine. So I just want to say to you, I see you have expenses and you have dependents. So we'll just say it's the dogs for now. And I'm not sure why I saw that young woman, that young child around you. So let's look about this. Home, home, home. Yeah, living quarters are tight right now where you live. There's a problem in the living environment, either a neighbor or somehow you're just not happy there. Somebody's not getting along with you or something's going on there. Very difficult for you. Um, Trying to see where the house is going to come in or fly in from. I feel that what you're going to do is get a house. It looks to me like it's a large town home or a home that's connected to another home. Okay, it looks like it's more than 1 story high, but it looks wide. It doesn't look real narrow. You know, usually townhomes are on the narrow side. This looks a bit bigger, if you will. And that you're going to get it by going to an auction or getting something that's repossessed, you know, something like what they call a foreclosure or something. And they have all these names now, RPO and everything else. I don't know the terminology. You're going to find a very shrewd bargain. And it feels like it's something that somebody else couldn't make payments on. It was bank repossessed or re-owned, and that you will get that. And that it would be worth a lot more than you're going to pay for it because, as I mentioned, you're very shrewd with your money. You know what to do with it. And it's not going to take that long to do that. Well, it may be longer than you hope to wait, but I hear 4 months to a year before you find this and move into it. But you will do that, love, and you don't have to worry about a thing. I hope that that makes sense to you from what I'm saying. Okay, so if you're not looking for RPOs or bank, you know, foreclosures or whatever, you should look for that and or auctions. And that you also, seems like there's going to be money coming to you also, not just from your job or employment, but it feels like somebody's going to be giving you money that's owed you. So look for that as well. Are you aware of that? That something's, I'm getting that you should be aware of this, that money's coming to you from like it looks like a relative. Like an, oh, yeah. Well, I think that's going to be coming in also. So watch, you know, keep your eyes peeled on that one. And then you'll get everything going the way you like it. You'll be able to decorate. You'll be happy, 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 happy. I'm going to say one other thing, and this is for everyone. When we're trying to manifest things in our life, when we're happy right now, we don't, like, in other words, we're not waiting to be happy when we get that thing, but we're in the now of happiness. Uh, all the manifesting is automatic. We don't have to work at it. We just sort of live in the now, be happy with what, you know, what everything that's around you, and continue to focus visualizing that house, but don't think of that making you happy. Do you ever follow the work of, what's the name of them? They use this term of having a brain freeze here. Uh, they used to be so famous. Yeah, the ones that were famous for it. She does the channeling of these entities. Uh, anyway, they talk about being happy now. You always have to be happy now, before you even get what it is you're wanting, and that brings it in. So remember that. Okay, don't put your happiness on hold till you get it. Be happy now, and you are. I'm just saying this for everyone. Okay, my friend. Thank you, dear. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, I think we're going to have to get going for this evening's show. I apologize for the break off in the middle of the show. Not my fault, as you know. And I look forward to working with you all next week. If you're really in need of a reading, you can book a private session with me at booklaura.com. Use radio show in the event code field, and you will obtain extra time for free. Okay, I call that the free for me. You can also use the code free for me, radio show or free for me. Booklaura.com. Looking forward to working with you in the future, everyone. Namaste. Bye-bye.